Hello, everyone, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Bird. So today I'm sharing a little bit about my sewing space. Several people have asked about my go-to sewing items and the things that I use every single day in my sewing room. So today I thought I would give you a full tour of my sewing space. Now, full disclosure, my sewing room does not look like this all the time. It is never this clean. When I'm in the middle of a project, there's usually fabric everywhere, pattern pieces, usually a few things piled up on my cutting table. I cleaned this up just before filming this video, so you're definitely seeing it on a good day. But this is where I spend a whole lot of my time creating. And over the years, I really have figured out what works best for me, what I use all the time, how I like to organize everything. I have been sewing now in October. This coming October, I would have been sewing for a total of 6 years. So I'm still a baby in the sewing world, but I have jumped in with both feet. So come on in, let me show you around my sewing space and share some of my favorite sewing tools, my storage solutions, my go-to items, and all the things. So let's get into it. One of the things I really do love the most about my sewing space is the light. I actually took over one of my bedrooms and I'm not sorry at all. It actually was the best decision. So let me share with you what I have. I have this chair. It's actually a counter height chair. I picked it up from IKEA out of the dent section, so it wasn't even full price. I'm really happy about that. This little tiny storage unit underneath my cutting table, my daughter actually didn't want. I saw it outside. I picked it up, brought it back in. These little units here that I keep my cutting tools, and this organizes them really well. It's right next to my table, so I can easily reach under to grab them. These storage units came from IKEA, and I'm talking about maybe a couple dollars. This little cart, which does have wheels on it, is also from IKEA. I want to say it was less than $15 or $20, and it really keeps some of my overflow items. I have plenty of space still there. This is just where I keep my fabric scraps. And again, I cleaned this up for y'all. So this is one of the things, this right here is truly one of my best purchases. So this table I found on Amazon, and it did cost me maybe $400 or $500, but it is so sturdy. I can do push-ups on it. Not that I'm doing that, but I can stand up on the table, and I wanted something that was very, very sturdy. And it is counter height, so it's really great when I'm cutting or working because I'm not bending over all the time. And so my back thanks me every single day. Okay, one of my favorite cutting tools, my electric scissors. I've actually picked these up from Amazon. They usually come with one or two replacement blades. These are perfect for cutting everything. I don't use them for cutting knits, but for everything else, it is so good for your wrist. These are actually my pattern weights. So, you know, these tiny little Tupperware containers that no one knows what to do with these things, right? So I picked up coins and different like things like that, and I put them in the containers, and these are my pattern weights. I think I even have like a rock or two in here, and it does indeed work. This is a magnetic pen holder, which is really great in holding my pens and my clips and my fabric marking tools. This is something that I just finished. So other pattern pieces that I'm working on. This cutting mat. So after I purchased the table, the cutting mat is something that I purchased from Big Mat Anna. And actually, I didn't purchase it. My husband bought it for me for Christmas a couple years ago, and he had it made specifically for the table. So the width and the length of the cutting mat completely covers my table from end to end to end, and it is perfect. And my cutting table is, I'm going to say, about 35 inches by 60 inches, and it is perfect for an array of different projects. So let me show you what's on the other side of my cutting table. This is a cabinet. I don't know where I got it from. It may be an IKEA find. That's where I could keep my not my Cricut maker, my Cricut press when I'm working with certain things like ironing on interfacing and different things like that. These I just keep like my manuals, assorted things. So these are really great drawers for that. Underneath here is the fabric that I have washed. I wash everything as soon as it comes into my home. I learned my lesson the hard way. And so these are all pieces of fabric that are in the lineup to sew up. And I've shared them recently on fabric hauls and that sort of thing. I also have a couple of overflow items up here as well that I have particular projects in mind. So this fabric is out. Otherwise, I would actually have it in my closet. This is just a bear. It's not just, it is an amazing bear that I made using fabric scraps, but mostly I made them using fabric from my sister. I made this in memory of my sister that I lost 2 years ago. So she's here with me every day. These storage containers that I have on top of this storage unit, they too are an IKEA find, and it's perfect. Inside this one, I have embroidery thread. I do want to eventually reorganize how I store embroidery thread, but for now, that works. And then over in these drawers that I got from IKEA, I have 3 of these with kind of this open front. And I just keep different things. I have my zippers organized by zipper tape, invisible and regular sewing zippers. And then I don't know what I have. So different things because I have space to grow, extra cutting tools, lots of little things. I probably should go through and check out exactly what I have. And then come on over and meet my baby. So this is the PFAFF serger. It is the 3000 serger. It is not a air threader, but you don't need an air threader. This is perfect. This is new to me and I love it. It is the PFAFF Creative Elevate 680. Not only is it a sewing machine, but it also is an embroidery machine. So I just slip on the embroidery arm and I'm good to go. So the tables that my babies are sitting on came from IKEA. And it's a little junky, but it's okay. My tables came from IKEA. These are regularly like 2 student desks, and my husband put them together and kind of zip tied them so they do not move, and it works perfectly. It's so sturdy, and it's perfect that I have all of my little goodies that I need to grab when I am sewing close at hand. I'm actually working on a project right now. I have the seam ripper out because I got ahead of myself. I always have my headphones in here because I'm usually listening to something like an audio book or music or something like that. I got my glasses out. I don't wear glasses all the time, but I do bring out the glasses when I have to use the seam ripper. My iPad is always here so I can do things. Water bottle to make sure that I hydrate, and that's just from Amazon. And then over here, self-explanatory, my computer, because I do other business related things here, but also printing out my PDF patterns. So really loving all of that. Now over here, oh, my chair. That chair was, I think it's my sun chair and I just brought it up, but I made this little cushion to add some color to my studio. And this chair, I think we got from IKEA. Again, not brand new, from the dent and scratch area, usually on the first floor of their store. Now this little board, I have 3 of them. And this is where I keep patterns that I'm currently working on, some of the patterns. And so this is great organizationally for me. I have a couple of these, got these from Amazon, not very expensive. I have 3 of them, and they hold my spools of thread, but they also hold my serger thread, and I've organized them, I will say, as best as I can by color, and it does indeed work. Now, I have another one of these boards where I keep little knickknacks. These are pressing tools, really great with hems, so I know exactly the making sure that my hems are consistent, uniform. Always keep some scissors over here because when I'm ironing, I usually find another piece of thread. This is one of my favorite things. It is a zipper jig. I have demonstrated it before, and this allows me to put sliders on zipper tape, and it's amazing. Keep my different little gadgets over here. I have a couple of these here in my tape measure, because every time I make something, I make sure to measure myself. These are a couple patterns that are in the works. So just because I cleaned up for you, I went on and put them on little safety pins and hung them up so they're not all over my room. I have this, which I love. It's just a little stand, but I can keep my irons on it when I'm not using them. Love, love, love the Oliso small iron, and this is the big one. Definitely worth the purchase. The small one was gifted to me at the sorority retreat in Texas. And it's just a basic ironing board, no big deal. I have a dress form that I got the first year I was sewing. I'm going to be honest, I don't really use it much. That's not something that I'm going to recommend that you run out and do right away unless you're planning to do some draping and some other things. It's something you can do later. Right now, I just keep different things on her because I don't want her naked. And these are hand sewn bags, some of the hand sewn bags that I've made. And of course, I created that denim. Of course, you definitely need a full length mirror, nothing fancy, but it's great. A full length mirror. So you can see how things are going. And then over here is what is called a sleeve board. Uh-oh. So when I'm ironing sleeves, the sleeve board allows me to slip the fabric on, and I'm able to iron the seams easily. And let's go into the closet. All right. It's okay. It's not like pristine, but it's good. So these are projects that are still in the works for some reason. I have a little bit of fabric in the way of a fabric stash. That's where I keep all of my interfacing. I do need to get up there and fold these things up. My Ankara fabric, my quilted fabric for like coats and things. These are also different storage units and containers. And then I keep a lot of my fabric on hangers so I can see what I have pretty easily. A little bit more fabric, more interfacing. This right here, y'all. This interfacing from Wawak is so good. You can get it like 1, 2, 3 inches. It's great for button plackets, cuffs, all the things. And then over here in this little area is where I keep my PDF patterns, and you can see quite a bit of those. I need a better system for that. Soon come. And I'm almost done, almost done. The last things that I have in my room are these 2 IKEA cabinets, same one you saw on the other side. And I keep like my patterns and all kinds of things in these drawers. This is my PFAFF embroidery arm. I slip it on and I'm good to go. These are patterns recently gifted me and I just haven't put them away. This is a Cricut maker. And so if I'm working on t-shirts or something, I can put vinyl on t-shirts. So that's kind of handy. Of course, you definitely need a printer unless you're sending all of your patterns to a printer. So that's this printer I've had for years. So I think I have showed you everything. Oh, this outfit that I'm wearing. I literally just finished it up the other day. It's a jumpsuit and I love the way that it has turned out. I'll be sharing some pictures of it really, really soon and all of the details. So here is my sewing space. So that is my sewing space. It's definitely a working sewing room and everything in here has evolved over time. So I've kind of figured out what works best for me and the way that I sew. If you saw something, you have any questions about it, whether it's my sewing machine, my cutting table, storage tools, anything that I've purchased, please, or anything that I've acquired, I should say, please feel free to drop your questions in the comments below. I am always happy to share. And of course, if you have enjoyed this tour, please give the video a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already. Thanks so much for hanging out with me in the sewing room, and I'll see you in the next video.